Welcome to day 73. So we're going to kind of pick up where we were yesterday. After the session yesterday, I went through one of the courses and got through that. And my friend Maestro is doing something. Oh, Maestro has the zoomies. Great. Hi, Maestro. Oh, you're over here. Hi. Maestro saying hi. Anyway, my friend Max, Mr. Two Finger, or One Finger, I should say, showed up in the beginning. I was going to hold off, and I thought, no, I'll just work through it. So I worked through the entire course and got that out of the way. So we're going to kind of pick up again where we left off, at that point yesterday, working on some songs. And I have reported to Roli and heard back. They are investigating the issue where it's not tracking the time, consistently correctly. And they're also looking into, where it sticks when you move between sessions, how we've had the some of the issues where it's not recognizing the keys and it's not moving, showing that the course has, or the lesson's been cleared. So they are taking note of that and checking into things. So we'll see what happens. Welcome everybody. And those of you hiding in the background. So anyway, what we're going to do, we're going to jump into our lesson. And I'm going to go in and just work through the lessons today. Part of the reason for that is I have something I need to do when this is over. So I'm not going to have the time to have to go back and work on lessons and that to fill in the time to get the streak. So we're just going to do lessons today. And then tomorrow we'll kind of we may tinker around a little bit more on some of the other stuff. But anyway, let's go in and, actually what I meant to do, sorry, we're gonna fix the airwave. I didn't tune that up and I've switched some things around. So I just want to make sure it's set up correctly. And it's recognizing my fingers. I've noticed that I should do this every single day because of the fact that I disconnect this and then bring it back in, and it does kind of get out of sync a little bit. So just to be safe, so we don't run into problems, that's taken care of. Okay, so we have to, I'm going to tweak a little bit, sorry. Hey, Valerie, welcome. We have to do a chord thing. Practice, chord or scale practice. Let's see, we have to do a scale challenge. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, get that out of the way. That should only take a couple seconds here. So I'm going to tell the AI.
Hi, Paul. Great to see you. What kind of music are you into, and how long have you been playing piano?
That's the other thing that they're looking at, is why it's not tracking what we've done. And that, hey, Jeff, welcome. Why it's not tracking and keeping track of, what you previously done, songs you've worked on and stuff. So anyway, I want to work on a scale challenge.
Got it. Let's pick a scale to focus on. Do you have a particular scale in mind, or would you like me to suggest one?
What do you suggest?
Let's start with C major. It's a great foundation since it has no sharps or flats. Sound good?
Sure.
Great. Let's warm up with the C major scale. Start slow and focus on even finger placement. Let me know how it feels after a few runs.
Okay, that worked great.
Awesome. Now that you're warmed up, would you like to pick a song to work on next, or do you want to keep focusing on scales?
Let's do the challenge.
All right, let's step it up with a scale challenge. I'll load up an exercise to test your speed and accuracy with the C major scale. Let's go. Try playing the C major scale both hands together and gradually increase your speed. Focus on consistent tempo and smooth transitions between notes. Let me know how it goes.
He's growling. Somebody else had this problem where the AI started growling at them. I hadn't experienced that until just now. That was kind of funny. I'm just going to do this manually. Well, that wasn't too good, even though it says well done. Let's see what it actually thought of me. Yeah, I'm going to do this again. It's enough for government work. Oh, okay, we've done that. So that's kind of a, a view of Valerie, since she hasn't been here for a while. That's kind of a view of how the AI starts working. It does even cooler stuff when we do a song, which we'll probably work on tomorrow. So let's see. Let's go into the lessons, and these are kind of going to be simple.
Hi, Ben here. Welcome to Learn the Basics. We'll cover what you need to start making music. You'll get to know the names of each note, different note lengths, and simple time signatures, all through playing songs. You'll even be introduced to the basics of reading sheet music. Let's dive right in and learn your first song. In this lesson, we'll use these 3 fingers on your right hand. With interactive pause and play, the session won't move on until you've pressed the right key. So you'll have plenty of time to get your hands into position on the red, orange, and yellow keys. Follow me. Great. With those same notes, I'll play through the song, then we'll break it down into shorter, memorable sections.
We had a little lemon.
Here's the first section. Play along. Great. The last section is the same as the first, but changes slightly at the end. Here, play it with me. You've just played all the notes in your first song. Let's add in a beat and start playing the song with some rhythm. This just means we'll play the notes at the same time as the beats.
We're going to skip this part and go into the moving through this. Hopefully,
Hi, Matt Tediso here. Let's play another song with the same 3 fingers on your right hand. I'll play first. Play the first part of the song along with me, and if you get stuck, just follow the
We're going to jump to the... I'm going to try something again on this one, just because it didn't see if it's doing the actual...
Hi, Matt Tediso here.
That's what was missing. Must be me. I feel like I'm hitting the notes correctly, but it's telling me I'm off a tad. Anyway. I'm hoping we can get through these really quickly.
Notes on the red, orange, and yellow keys. Use the same fingers on your right hand you used before. All you need to play is this. Red, orange, yellow, red, red, orange, yellow, red. Give it a go.
So if you pay attention, I guess. I love how sometimes he gives you a lot before at the end, and sometimes it's like cuts you off right away. Okay, we've done that one. Keep. Chopsticks.
Hey, Sam here, and we're going to be looking at chopsticks, which is an actual piece. I thought it was just a little thing that people did at the piano, but it's actually a piece, and it was written by Euphemia Allen when she was only 17, so how about that? Now, the thing that we want to make sure that the sound that we're aiming coordinated. This song is divided into two sections, and the two sections are almost exactly the same. There's just a slight difference at the end, so pay attention to what the deviation is.
We're going to jump right in here. That was really bad. I played this because... Even the lights weren't helping.
So at the very end of the first section, there's a little bit more rapid movement, and we kind of undo what we just did by moving outwards. We now move back inwards. So we reach these C's, and then we go. And that brings us back to exactly where we started. Try that bit out, just from the two C's, moving your hands together. And now let's try putting these two bits together. So now we reach the second section, and the second section, as I said, is very, very similar to the first. So the outline continues to look pretty much the same. And then like this, and then the little jump on the right, and then all the way to the C. But then at the end, instead of moving back in with both hands, it's even easier. We just go. And that's it. That's the end. But we do add a little bit more interest by adding a bit of rhythm to this. So it's not just the outline. We're going to repeat each note 6 times, and it sounds like this.
I can't remember how many times I played this as a kid. Drove my mother nuts. What happened to the rhythm? Oh, that was bad.
So even though this is relatively simple, there's a few things that you can do to add a little bit more interest. So one way of playing this could be something like this, where it's like the notes kind of, there's no space in between the notes. You play one after the other with like no silence. But there's a way of playing this which is maybe a bit more fun, which is making it a bit more springy. So something like, try it out. Now, when you're practicing this, remember that even though you might have heard this piece played really quickly, like make sure that you actually have full control and that it feels like your coordination means that like you can actually play these notes really at the same time. So play it slowly a few times, and then you can gradually speed up as you gain more confidence.
Ta-da! And the streak is done. What do we have? Oh, I think this is the end of the...
Challenges combine the skills you've learnt so far into a short exercise or song. Your performance will be scored, and you'll have to play accurately to score high. Good luck.
Too bad. Okay, so we completed the the course. We did pretty good. So let's go out of here. Let's work on a song just briefly. So Val, you can kind of see what this thing does. So if I go in here and I say, oops, go back to home. I just say read a score.
Hi, Paul. Great to see you. You already comfortable reading music notation, or are you just starting to learn it?
Starting to learn. AI is having a challenge today. Let's try something. Quit, start. He's growling at me. Oop. And we crashed. Share this. Oh, crap. See if this works. Nope. Right. I got a shortcut and I can't remember what it is. Hey. Okay. Sorry about that. Just thought it was kind of necessary to throw that in there.
Hi, Paul. Great to see you. Tell me a bit about what kind of music you're into or any songs you've been wanting to learn lately.
Let's do something easy.
Got it. Something easy to ease in. Do you prefer to read sheet music, or would you rather stick to the falling notes style?
Sheet music.
For something easy but still in sheet music style, how about All Too Well by Taylor Swift? Would you like a different suggestion?
Let's do something more classical.
We've got a nice beginner classical piece, A Little Piece by Schumann. How does that sound for today?
That works. I'm only going to do a little bit of this. Maybe. AI is having a challenge today. Let's do a little piece.
Great. We'll work on A Little Piece by Schumann with steps for both hands and combining them.
Yeah, we're definitely have to see what's going on. Maybe I need to, I'm going to try rebooting the iPad. It's not, that's the first time I've ever had any problem with it. It's always been pretty good. And like I said, somebody else made the comment about it growling. I'd never experienced that until just now. So it's growling. Maybe it's a sign that I need to stop for the day. Anyway, thank you all for joining. I will be back tomorrow at 3 o'clock Pacific, or sorry, 2 o'clock Pacific time tomorrow. And then Sunday, there's a schedule change. It's going to be 6 p.m. Pacific time. And I updated the schedule and I dropped it into the community section of the Facebook group. One of the things I was thinking about today, and I think starting Monday.
Sure. We can tweak the plan if you'd like.
Right. What I'm going to do on Monday is I'm going to change my schedule a little bit. I'm going to chop off a day. I'm going to start counting my weeks starting on Monday. So even though it's really the last day of week 11, I'm going to start triggering it to go to week 11 and just have my schedule go Monday through Sundays. And I'll be sending out my email now on Mondays. I think it'll make it just easier, especially for me. I won't get as confused on what week we're in and what day we're on and all this other kind of crazy stuff. But if you're interested in signing up for my newsletter, where I send out my schedule once a week, I drop the link for that into the chat. And I want to thank you again for joining me. And like I said, we'll be back tomorrow and we'll give this a shot. I'm probably going to play through another course this evening when I get back from my project this afternoon, and just kind of work. I'm trying to get through some of this basic stuff kind of quickly. If I run into any kind of strange problems or something interesting, I'll repeat it during the stream. I've been recording those offline practice sessions just in case I do have a problem. I can share it with Roli. They have been watching my videos and seeing where issues were and stuff like that. So it looks like those are being helpful to them to actually see what's happening. So anyway, again, thank you all for joining me today, and we'll see you tomorrow for day 74.